And I just want to say, first of all, I really appreciate you taking that very direct question. And I think, the way that you handled it and responded is really does demonstrate a larger thread in Stand Together of a respect for founders and entrepreneurs and really trying to solve this problem. I want to leave people with some hope and advice because you really articulated this problem well. There's these amazing initiatives going on. It's really hard to find them. It's really difficult to understand what's the right fit for your unique child. Parents are incredibly disempowered when it comes to their child's education. We're always taught, send your kid away, we'll take care of it. Nobody really has any idea what's going on, why these standards exist. So for these people, as you know, I mean, often these founders who are building their biochemistry programs for homeschoolers or running a small micro school are just completely tapped out. I mean, they have a sense that having some additional capital would help them, but maybe they might not even know how to use that. And you're building this startup loan program, which I think is fantastic. Some people in my family are getting into loans. There's some really interesting new tax incentives going on.
Yeah.
So I would just say, because you're someone who gets approached so often by founders like me who are, teachers turned trying to make radical change with a social impact and won't compromise on their values. What are, I know it's hard to isolate, but for these people who are reaching out to you for the first time, what are like some common mistakes you feel like could be just tweaked a little? Like if you could give one piece of advice to that type of archetype, like not the big CEO, the great fundraiser, but the ordinary Joe who's building something cool and is kind of exhausted, has a million things to do and says like, hey, can you help us? What are some ways in either communication or whatnot? What advice would you give?